Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're going to take a look at two tempered glass screen protectors that will work on the Gear Classic as well as the Gear Frontier. So first I want to thank everybody for all the likes and also the activity that we've been seeing on the Gear Frontier and Gear Classic. I do have more products coming in, more bands. I do have a series of bands that are coming in that I'll continue to review on the channel. But today we'll be focusing on tempered glass screen protectors. I've been getting questions on the channel, getting private messages as well. When will I be doing one? I showcase these as part of the early products that you should consider when getting any of the new Samsung Gear S3 watches. So today we're going to go ahead and do the installation, and we're going to install one of each in each one of the products. Now, keep in mind, do you need a tempered glass screen protector is the question. I typically put things on, and maybe it's because I'm kind of nuts, because of the way the screen is kind of recessed with this bezel. Some feel that it's unnecessary. So what I'm going to say is it's really going to be up to you what you personally think, if you're more comfortable having one on there. One thing I will say is I do find that fingerprints, I do get a lot of fingerprints and dirt on the screen, and I'm hoping that if there is good coating on these, that it's going to really reduce how much that is. And the other thing is, because it does get dirty, every now and then I want to take my shirt and I just want to wipe it off. And I haven't been doing it because I don't want to scratch the screen. And I know that it shouldn't scratch, but you know what? It may just happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to install one of each on each one of the watches. So this one will probably go on this one, and then I'll put the Super Shields on the Frontier, and we'll see how the installation goes and see if there's any haloing and what's involved. So now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off with the wet wipe. I'm going to do this on the Frontier. I'm going to wipe it off and make sure it's nice and dry. So you're going to remove all the finger oils, everything that just gets stuck to the screen. And I'm actually going to use the same wipe. Since I have it out, I'm going to use it on the Classic as well. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to dry it with the dry piece. Make sure everything looks good. Okay, that one looks nice. Do the same thing over here. And again, even though you may have one that's brand new, you want to make sure that you get it nice and clean, because even that little sticky that gets on there, could bring some dust particles and some residue on there. So now the next step is to put on the screen. So now this is the Super Shield one, and one of the things that you'll notice is that on the side right here, the edge is kind of curved. So the finish is not a harsh edge. So you can notice right there, I don't know if it comes out clearly on camera, but it kind of curves downward. So it's not just cut on the side, which is going to be a nice feature. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this part, and then I'm going to place it on the screen. Alright, so here's our watch. Because it's glass, it's easy to hold on the sides. And then I'm just going to look to place it right on the screen itself. And I'll probably start at one of the corners, and then just rest it right on top of it. So let me make sure that you can see that. So all I'm going to do is just rest it right on top right there. Alright guys, so this is my second attempt on getting the screen protector on. Now one of the things we're going to do a little bit differently with this is that I'm going to use this little guide sticker. I placed it on the watch and it worked well, but I had to shift it around a little bit, and I found that by shifting it, it kind of ruins the glue that's on the glass. So what you want to do is put this little guide sticker on, and they come in the package. I really just grab whichever one, and I'm going to use this to kind of help place it on the screen so that I'm not shifting the glass once it's stuck on the glass of the watch. I'm really particular. I'm going to be looking at this every day, multiple times a day as I'm looking at the time, and I want to make sure that everything's nice and centered. So what I'm going to do is I clean the watch again, and I'm going to take the protective coating off, and the goal is to use this little guide here to place it and then align it softly. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this like this, and this is much easier to align, and make sure that it's right in the center. Now I'm going to go off camera to finish this up, but this is how you do it, and then you'll be able to press down. Alright, so now once you've aligned it and you feel you're comfortable with it, all you do is you press down. So that's what I'm doing. This guide sticker is just helping with that process. You'll notice that there's a little thing going on right there. We're going to see if that comes off, hopefully. And it could just be the glue needing to stick, and you can see that that's going off, so I'm just going to press it down. Not terribly too hard, but just enough to make that kind of small halo go away. You'll notice how it's pretty close to being spot center, so bottom and top is close enough for me. Again, just a little particular when it comes to that. But now that I've aligned it, the goal next is just to remove the sticker, and I'm just putting my finger on the glass and then just pulling up. Now, if we were to wipe this down a little bit, we'll see what kind of installation we have. And I'm going to look at it off, right? Because that's where I want to see the if there's any haloing. So let's turn this off really quick. Now let's look at the glass. So no visible halos, which is great. And then you'll notice that there is also no fuzz or anything underneath the screen. From a touch perspective, it feels fine. And the clarity looks good as well. So now we're going to do the same thing now with the Classic, and we're going to do the same thing. I put the guide sticker, which is going to allow me to align it, and then I'll press down and remove, and then this is the part that we'll be removing, which is the back. Now the one that I'm installing is the second version, that EBPMAN version, and we're going to go ahead and put that on the Classic. All right, so first step, remove the backing, put that aside. I have my little guide here. And now, again, I'm going to do the same type of alignment to make sure that I'm comfortable with it. I'll do this one on camera since I already did one. And I'll try to make sure that it's centered. Okay, so this is going to take a little. I'm looking to see, am I comfortable with that one? And what I'm looking at is all of the surrounding area. So just making sure that it's kind of spot in the center. So let's leave it right here for a second. So as you can see right there, that looks pretty good. And one of the things I'm noticing, I don't know if it's me or if it seems like the EBPMAN screen protector is a little bit smaller. Notice how you have more of an edge. So the one that is part of Super Shields covers more of the glass. You see how that edge is there? That's going to bug me. So I went back to the Super Shield version, and hopefully you can see the difference. I haven't pressed anything down yet, but one of the things that you'll notice that it does cover more of the glass area. So I'm going to recommend the Super Shield version because it covers more of the screen than the EBPMAN version. So now this is the Super Shield one. This is the one that I had erroneously was moving around, and you can see what the impact is. If we look at the one that I did without shifting it, you'll notice that it has no kind of defects. So this isn't a manufacturer defect. I created it by shifting it around. But what I wanted to show you is just the overall video quality or picture quality, even though I have a glass protector on there. And as you can see, the glass protector really doesn't take away from the experience at all. Everything moves really smoothly. It actually feels smoother than the original. And I'm going to be able to just take out my shirt and just rub it like this without worrying that I'm going to scratch the face of my watch. So this concludes my review of those two tempered glass screen protectors for the Gear S3 Classic and the Gear S3 Frontier. You saw my pick of Super Shields, you saw why, and if you have any comments and questions, leave it in the comment area below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and as always, don't forget to share and subscribe.